Alright, everybody, welcome back to another week of old Lionel catalog flip-throughs. And this video is going to be a two-part catalog video. And starting off with this week, we have Lionel's Creating Memories That Will Last a Lifetime 2018 Ready to Run catalog. So let's get started. Starting off, they have a table of contents. And they also have the Ultimate Steam Locomotive, which is the Niagara, which has the pop-off smoke and the never before seen an O-gauge water scoop spray effect. And there are some Niagara models like the New York Central, the Pilot, and all of these are New York Central. All of these have legacy control system equipped, able to run in legacy control mode or train master command and control mode, or in conventional mode with the standard transformer, Bluetooth equipped, operation with the universal remote or line chief app. They have legacy rail sounds, road numbers, specific crew talk dialogue, tower cam, announcements, each with different scenarios depending on where the locomotive is in motion or in stopped, stereo and localized sounds with speakers in the smoke box and tender, 6 official railroad speeds with crew talk dialogue, dyno chuff synchronized with 32 levels of intensity as the locomotive gains speed, legacy real-time cooling whistle and horn, with instant response for realistic signature quilling and correctly timed warning signals, single hit or continuous bell sounds, sequence control, plays the sound effects on entire trip including warming sounds and announcements based on the movement and speed of the locomotive, current speed and fuel dialogue, coal loading sound effects, water scoop and safety valve and smoke sound effects, synchronized fan driven smokestack unit and whistle steam and safety valve steam. Both of these have front and rear couplers, operating headlights, and sounds. Starting off, they have the Legacy Steam. They have the Pennsylvania Coal Hauler set, which includes the Legacy Pennsylvania H10 number 1773, a Pennsylvania GLA hopper with coal to go along with it, Pennsylvania hopper, another hopper, and a boxcar. That is Byware's slogan. And a Pennsylvania N5 caboose. And a set length of 62.5 inches and a minimum curve of 031. And the rolling stock features die-cast trucks and operating couplers, easy to conversion with 2 rail wheel seats and skill couplers available separately. Separately applied detailed parts, removable coal and loads and hoppers. Opening doors on boxcar, lighted interior with figures and caboose, lighted marker lights on caboose, and many more. And this locomotive does have whistle steam. There's also some more H10s. They have the Pennsylvania, PRSL, Baltimore, Bellefonte Central, Pennsylvania Lines West, Western Allegheny, Weathered, Pennsylvania, and Long Island. All of these have whistle steam and a memory curve of 031 and equipped with Bluetooth. They also have some USRA Pacifics. They have the Atlanta and West Point, Baltimore and Ohio, Written in Northern number 425, Northern Pacific, Southern, and Halloween. And there's also a luxury tender for the 425, which includes legacy control freight sounds. Here the clickety clack on the rails along electric coupler, backup light, diecast body, and length of 8.25 inches, minimum curve of 031. And all of these have whistle steam, length of 22 inches, and a minimum curve of 036. And they're also equipped with Bluetooth. There's also the 2662s. They have the minimum length of 26.5 inches and a minimum curve of 54. They have the Chesapeake and Ohio, Wheeling and Lake Erie, Baltimore and Ohio, Buffalo, Rochester and Pittsburgh, Great Northern, Western Maryland, New York Central, Southern Pacific, and Maine Central. Alright, so starting off for the diesels, they have the SW7s. They have features like fixed pilots, easy conversion to skill couplers, single maintenance-free motor, die-cast metal frame, and a minimum curve of 31. And they also have new tooling as well. And they also equip with Bluetooth. They have Atlantic Coastline, Burlington Northern, Maine Central, Union Pacific, Southern, Lehigh Valley, Kohanna, and Black Lick, New York Central, and Frisco and Cheesy System. Here's the SD45s. Here's the Norfolk and Western 1776, Santa Fe, MPI, Norfolk and Western, Buffalo and Pittsburgh, Chicago Northwestern, New York and Susquehanna, Mountain Rail Link, and the Wisconsin Central. Next up, they have the SD70 ACEs, which has the features of length of 19 inches and a memory profile 54. They have Union Pacific 1943, Union Pacific, the classic one, BNSF, Canadian National, CXS, EMD, and an EMD, Kansas City Southern, Norfolk Southern, and Tacoma Rail. There's also the U33Cs, which are Burlington and Northern, and features are 17 and 3/4 inches, minimum curve of 031, and they also have the Delaware and Hudson, Guilford and Delaware and Hudson, Great Northern, Illinois Central, and Penn Central. They also have a GP9 that features length of 14.5 inches, minimum curve of 031. They have the Baltimore and Ohio, Chicago Northwestern, Torpedo, Milwaukee, Torpedo, Nickel Plate Road, Toronto, Hamilton, Buffalo, Wabash. And there's also some cylindrical covered hoppers, which features diecast trucks with rotating barrel caps, operating couplers, opening roof hatches, easing the conversion to scale couplers and two-rail wheel sets available separately, opening end doors, length of 13.5 inches and a minimum curve of 081. And there's also some GLA hopper 3-packs. For the hoppers, they have Union Tank Car. The cylindrical covered hoppers, they have the Union, Conrail, Wilkes-Barre Mining, Southern Pacific CXS, and Davis Industries. And for the GLA 3-packs, they have diecast metal frame, diecast metal trucks, and operating couplers, Easington conversion scale couplers, and two-rail wheel sets available separately, removable co-loads, detailed plastic body with the add-on details, interior bracing length of 24 inches, 8 inch, and a minimum curve of 031. They have the Pennsylvania 3-pack number 1, Pennsylvania 3-pack number 2. There's also the Pennsylvania Colgos War 3-pack, Pennsylvania Mo 3-pack, and the Burwind. Here's some scale auto racks, which features diecast trucks with rotating bearing caps, operating pneumatic couplers extended to accommodate tight curves, Easington conversion scale couplers, and two-rail wheel sets available separately, opening end doors, length of 24 inches and a minimum curve of 54. Starting off, they have the BNSF Orange, Ferromex, Southern, CXS, Norfolk Southern, and MKT. And there's also some 30K tank cars with freight sounds. They have the freight sounds play realistic sounds that replicate the train noise when cars in motion. Operates on any conventional or command controlled layout, diecast metal sprung trucks, and operating couplers, and a length of 15 inches and a minimum curve of 31. There's also the UTLX, GATX, Philly Energy Solutions, TILX, CAGRO, and ADM. Here's some 30K tank cars with EOT. All of these feature end-of-train device flashes realistically. Operates on any conventional command control layout, diecast metal sprung trucks, operating couplers, length of 15 inches and a minimum curve of 54. They have the UTLX, Cargill, ACFX, GATX, ADM, and Percar. And there's also some disconnect work car 4-packs. They have the Maintenance of Way, Pennsylvania, Santa Fe, Union Pacific, New York Central, and Rio Grande. They have some diecast spurring trucks, non-operating couplers, Easington converted to scale couplers available separately. Crane boom swings 360 degrees, length of 4 inches car, and a minimum curve of 27. There's also the Union Pacific LED flag cars, or box cars, I'm sorry. They have LED illuminated stars in the American flag on each side of the car, operate off the track power, works on any conventional command control layout, diecast metal sprung trucks with rotating bearing caps, operating couplers, easy conversion scale couplers, two rail wheel sets available separately, opening doors, length of 16 inches and a minimum curve of 36. There's also the Spirit of Union Pacific. Here's side A, side B, Chicago Northwestern Heritage, MKT Heritage, NP Heritage, Rio Grande Heritage, Southern Pacific Heritage, WP Heritage, Yellow, Gray, and Steam program. There's also some N5 cabooses, which features multiple detail variations by road name, diecast trucks with N operating couplers, detailed interior figures, illuminated interior and marker lights, Eastern conversion to scale couplers, length of 7 3/4, and a minimum curve of 031. They have the Pennsylvania, Reading and Northern, PSR or PRSL, and RJ Croman. And there's also some wide vision cabooses that feature diecast metal trucks and operating couplers, LED interior illumination, detailed interior 2 figures, length of 10 and 1/4 inches, minimum curve of 031. They have the Union Pacific, .X, Montana Rail Link, Delaware and Hudson, Great Northern, Northern Pacific First Responders, and Norfolk and Southern veterans. There's also some wide vision cabooses with camera. Here's a Cupola Wi-Fi video camera, streams live from the video conductor's vantage point, diecast metal trucks and operating couplers, LED interior illumination with on and off switch, detailed interior with 2 figures, works with all layouts in 3-rail track control systems, length of 10 and 1/4 inches, and a minimum curve of 031. Here's the Santa Fe, Pennsylvania, Union Pacific CXS, Burlington Northern, Cheesy System Reading, and Norfolk Southern. There's also some scale RPOs that have diecast metal sprung trucks and operating couplers, separately applied metal details, interior lighting, and illuminated marker lamps, length of 16 and 1/4 inches, minimum curve of 42. They have the Southern Pacific, Louisville, Nashville, Pennsylvania, another Pennsylvania, Long Island, Milwaukee Road, Penn Central, Union Pacific, and New York Central. There's also the Reading and Northern Excursion and Business cars. They have the Reading and Northern 2-pack baggage and prayer car, the Reading and Northern 2-pack Pullman and observation, and the Reading and Northern Station Sounds Dome car. All of these feature illuminated interiors with figures, on and off light and switch, rubber diaphragms, operating couplers, diecast metal sprung trucks, length of 19 inches and a minimum curve of 054. Here's the Milwaukee Road 18-inch Columbian. They have the Columbian 2-pack baggage and coach, Milwaukee Road 18-inch 2-pack C diner sleeper, the Milwaukee Road Columbian 18 2-pack B Columbian combining sleeper, and the Milwaukee Road Combine 2-pack sleeper and observation car. And that features diecast metal sprung trucks and operating couplers, hitting on coupling tabs, flexible diagrams between cars, opening doors, detailed interior floor plan and figures, overheated interior lighting, on and off switch, length 3 inches and 15 and 19-inch car, and a minimum curve of 54. They also have the New York Central Mail and Express cars. They have length of 18 inches and a minimum curve of 54. They have diecast trucks for close coupling on straightaways and coupling on curves, LED interior lighting with capacitor for flicker-free performance, separately applied details on undersides of the body, scale coupler mounting pads, plays freight sounds in motion in multiple loading and unloading sequences and station sounds, kinematic couplers for closing coupling on straightaways and wide couplings on curves. Here's the New York Central Baggage Car 2-pack, and the New York Central Baggage Car 2-pack, another 2-pack by the way. These baggage cars features diecast trucks for close coupling on straightaways and wider coupling on curves, LED interior lighting with capacitor for flicker-free performance, separately applied details on undersides and body, scale coupler, mounting pads or large or small windows and doors as appropriate per area. And they also have some combine baggage cars, which include diecast trucks, LED interior lighting with capacitor, and so on, and so on. Here's the Union Pacific Challenger 21-inch passenger cars. Here's the UP 4-pack, UP Station Sounds Diner Car, UP Challenger 2-pack, and it features the length of 21 inches each and a minimum curve of 1254. They also have the Louisville, Nashville, the Hummingbird 21-inch passenger cars. There's a 4-pack, a Station Sounds Diner Car, and a 2-pack. All of these have a length of 21 inches each and a minimum curve of 1254. There's also the 18-inch heavyweight coach 2-packs. There's a Baltimore and Ohio, Reading and Blue Mountain, Milwaukee Road, and Nickel Plate Road. The Toronto, Hamilton, and Buffalo, Wabash, Long Island, Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania Reading Seashore lines. There's also the Pennsylvania heavyweights. They have the Combine Liberty, Sleeper Car, Sleeper, Diner, another Sleeper, Observation, and another Observation car. Here's the Atlantic Coast line. They have the Station Sounds Diner, Atlantic Coast, Pennsylvania 2-pack, Atlantic Coast Line, Pennsylvania 4-pack. And there's also the Great Northern Oriental Limited, which has the Great Northern Oriental Limited Pullman and Coach, the Great Northern Limited Pullman and Coach, the Pullman and Observation car, and the Great Northern Baggage car and the coach. There's also the B60 baggage cars. They have the Long Island, Pennsylvania, and many more Pennsylvanias. Now, they also have line scale. They have the AC2 covered hoppers with 6-packs. They have diecast trucks, operating couplers, easy to conversion to scale couplers, and 2 rail wheel sets available separately, length of 10 inches at a minimum of 31. They have the Pure Marquette, Norfolk and Western. They have 2 different paint schemes, Western Maryland and the Lehigh in New England. There's also the ACF 3-bay covered hopper 6-packs. They have the Continental, Pennsylvania, Tenneco, and Burlington Northern. All of these have diecast trucks, operating couplers, easy to conversion to scale couplers, and 2 rail wheel sets available separately, length of 11.5 inches and a minimum curve of 031. There's also the PS1 box cars, which are 6-packs. They have the Westivius Crucible, Line Juliet and Eastern, and the Moon and Rutland. All of these also have features like diecast trucks, operating couplers, easy to conversion to scale couplers, and 2 rail wheel sets available separately, length of 11.5 inches and a minimum curve of 31. They also have some AAR 3-bay hopper 6-packs. They have the New York Central, Nickel Plate, LG, Everest, and Union Pacific, which have diecast trucks, operating couplers, easy to conversion to scale couplers, and 2 rail wheel sets available separately, length of 10 inches and a minimum curve of 31. And there's also Woodside Reefer 6-packs, which are Northwestern Refrigerator Cars, Swift, Rat, and Pacific Fruit Express. They have the diecast trucks, operating couplers, easy to conversion to scale couplers, and 2 rail wheel sets available separately, length of 11.5 inches and a minimum curve of 031. Now, we're moving on to the traditional O-gauge section. So starting off, they have the Santa Fe Super Chief, which includes a Santa Fe FT diesel locomotive, 2 coach cars and an observation car, a curve 036 fast track sections, and 1 10-inch straight fast track plug-and-play power lock-on section, and 1 fast track terminal section, and 2 10-inch straight wall power supply, and with the line chief locomotive remote. There's also a station platform, and a Santa Fe add-on baggage car, a Santa Fe add-on Fiesta Dome car. Here's the BNSF Tier 4 set, which includes a BNSF ET44C4 diesel locomotive, a unibody tank car, a high cube box car, a mini stack, and 8 036 curve fast track sections with 1 10-inch straight fast track plug and play power lock on section, 1 fast track terminal section, and 2 10-inch straight fast track sections, and 2 straight fast track sections and power supply, along with the remote as well. And for line scale, you can add on a BNSF ACF hopper and a BNSF maxi stack car. There's also the New Havens set, which includes a in New Haven RS3 diesel locomotive, State of Maine boxcar, New York and New Haven, Hartford 2-bay hopper, porthole window caboose, 8 curve 036 fast track, sections 1 10-inch straight fast track, plug and play power lock on section, 2 10-inch straight fast track sections, 54W wall pack power supply, line sheaf remote for locomotive. And there's also an operating freight station, which includes plug and play, detailed modeled houses and base carts, and it operates with a conveyor belt. There's a construction railroad, which includes a construction RR, I think it's a U368 diesel locomotive with the CR depressed center flat car with the load, a crane work caboose, 8 curve 036 fast track sections with 1 10-inch fast track section, terminal section, plug and play sections, power supply, and the line sheaf remote for the locomotive. Sorry about that. There's also the Mo and Joe lumber flat car and the gondola with construction signs. Here's the MTA LIRR M7 set, which includes a powered car, non-powered cars, 8 curve 036 fast track sections, 1 10-inch straight fast track plug and play power lock-on section, and 1 fast track terminal section, and 2 10-inch straight fast track sections. There's also a power supply and a line sheaf remote for a locomotive. And there's also an add-on passenger 2-pack. There's also the Santa Fe FT Ranger set, which includes the Santa Fe FT diesel locomotive, Santa Fe Woodside Reefer, a Santa Fe Chasing Gondola, a wide vision caboose, 8 curve 036 fast track sections, 1 10-inch fast track section, plug and play power lock on section, and 1 fast track terminal sections, and 2 10-inch straight fast track sections, 54W power supply, line sheaf remote for locomotive. There's also the Norfolk and Southern First Responders with the diesel, boxcar, tanker, remote control helicopter with flat car and the caboose, and a unibody add-on tank car, and a Norfolk Southern Fire Rescue car. There's also the CXS intermodal train, which has a diesel and the 3 intermodal containers and the 6 trailers with the piggyback. Here's the Rising Sunset, which is the 080 locomotive, boxcar, flat car with piggyback trailers, a caboose, and there's also an add-on tank car. Here's the Pennsylvania Flyer with the locomotive, boxcar, tanker car, and a caboose. And there's also an add-on water tanker or water tower. Here's a 5-star General set, which includes a General locomotive, a flat car with horses, and 2 coaches, along with the Western Atlantic horse and coral car. There's also the Pennsylvania Keystone set, which includes the locomotive, boxcar, searchlight car, and a caboose. There's also the end of the line express line chief set, which includes an ELX RS-3 diesel locomotive, spirits and spells transport car, undead deadlight single down tank car, the Windows Revenge transfer caboose featuring orange flat fast track, 8 curve 036 fast track sections, 1 10-inch fast track section, plug and play power lock on section, and 1 fast track terminal section, and 2 10-inch straight track sections for the 54 power supply and the line chief remote for the locomotive. And there's also the line scale hopper and the flight night Halloween pylon. Here's the ELX Halloween caboose, Halloween spooky sounds car, the animated billboard, Witch's Brew tank car. There's actually liquid in there. There's also the Witch's Brew storage tank. And they also have Thomas and Friends. This set has Bluetooth, and this set also has Bluetooth. They have the Thomas the Tank engine with the remote, and the birthday Thomas the Tank engine with the remote. And they also have the personalizer Thomas and Friends roof. And you can visit the lionelstore.com for details. Here's the Mystery Machine FT line chief set, which includes a Mystery Machine FT diesel locomotive, a Scooby snack car, zombie chasing gondola, Mystery INC caboose, 8 curve 036 fast track sections and 1 10-inch straight fast track poker plate power lock on section, 1 fast track terminal section, and 2 10-inch fast track sections, and 54W wall pack power supply, line sheaf, remote for locomotive. And there's also some add-on cars, or one add-on car, and the Scooby-Doo Sam Witch's Cafe. Here's the Harry Potter Hot Works Express set with the locomotive and the 3 passenger cars. The Mickey and Friends Express line chief set, which includes the locomotive, Donald Duck tank car, Goofy box car, and the Pluto caboose. The Daisy Duck tank car, Chippendale chasing gondola, Mickey Mouse water tower, station platform, and the aquarium car. There's the Hot Wheels with the diesel and the autoloader, a flat car with the piggyback and the caboose, an auto rack carrier, and the Hot Wheels box car, and a flagpole. There's some more Hot Wheels stuff. There's also the Anheuser Butch Clydesdale line chief set, which includes a Budweiser 440 General style locomotive, a Clydesdale transport car, Budweiser gondola with removable barrels, Handler's coach car, 8 curve 036 fast track sections, and 1 10-inch fast track plug and play power lock on 1 section, 1 fast track terminal section, and 2 straight fast track sections, and 54W wall power pack supply, and a line shift remote for locomotive. And there's also a Budweiser bar and grill, some vintage reefers. Now we move on to the Line Chief Plus set. Starting off, they have the A5s, which features front and rear electrocouplers, tethered connection between loco and tender for additional power pickup. They have the Rio Grande, New York Central, Pennsylvania, and Union Pacific. On these sides, all of these locomotives are equipped with Bluetooth, and these are not. For the ones that don't have Bluetooth, they have the Bethlehem Steel, Southern Pacific, Baltimore, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. They have the Berkshires, Santa Fe, Lionel lines, Illinois Central, Nickel Plate Road, and Pere Marquette. Here are the Hudsons, and some of them have Bluetooth, like the Boston and Albany, Nickel Plate Road, Great Northern, and New York Central. They have the Pacifics, now available with Bluetooth. They have the Santa Fe, New Jersey Central, Alton, Southern, Milwaukee, and they also have the Mikados, Union Pacific, Rio Grande, New York Central, and Southern Railway number 4501. They also have the NW2s. All of these have Bluetooth. They have the MKT, Pennsylvania, Nickel Plate Road, Union Pacific, and Milwaukee Road. Some of these features have single powerful motor, Bluetooth control, no cab figures, length of 10 and 12 inches, minimum curve of 031. They have the FA AA sets, which includes... They have the Great Northern, Baltimore and Ohio, Union Pacific, and New Haven. They have the GP7s. They have the Western Pacific, Great Northern, Reading, Louisville, and Nashville. They also have the GP38s. Some of them have Bluetooth and some of them don't, like the Southern Pacific. Now the Santa Fe, First Responders, Seaboard System, and the Florida East Coast have Bluetooth. And there's also the RS-3s. They have the Delaware and Hudson, Peabody Shoreline, Santa Fe, Boston and Maine, and the post-war-inspired Green Alcohol FA set. Here's the Summer Campaign. They have the Cody Shack, Wonder Woman, 75th anniversary of Bambi, 50th anniversary of the Jungle Book, Harry Potter, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Genford. They have the Looney Tunes accessories. They have the Haunted Rabbit cars, the Marvin the Martian Earth Stomper flat car, the Willy Coyote Roadrunner Ambush Shack. They have the Nothing Runs Like Deer accessories. The Villains from Disney and Peanuts, Crayola. They also have the Presidential Series. They have Andrew Jackson, Warren G. Harding, James Moore, and the Caboose. They have Benjamin Harrison, James K. Polk, and John Quincy Adams. And it goes great with the President Series Mikado number 1789. There's also the Battlefield Honor Collection, which has newer stuff like the Tom of the Unknown Soldier Walking Brakeman, U.S. Caboose, and MacArthur Mikado Line Chief Plus, Desert Storm, Memorial Bay, Spirit of Union Pacific, and boxcars. They have the Korean War and Vietnam War. They have the Hopper 6-packs, which features 6 individual route numbers per 6-pack, diecast metal trucks with operating couplers, length of 9.5 inches and a minimum curve of 27. They have the Peabody, Pennsylvania, Norfolk and Western, Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern, Duluth and Mississippi and Iron Range Railway, Chicago Northwestern, Great Northern, Milwaukee Road, and Bessemer. And those are the Aura Cars 6-packs, by the way, which features 6 individual road numbers per 6-pack, diecast metal trucks with operating couplers, length of 7 inches and a minimum curve of 27. Here's the Flat Car 6-packs, the Gondola 6-packs, and the Cabooses. The assorted rolling stock, some command control hijectors and trolleys, and command control rotary snowplows. And you can personalize your layout with these boxcars. They have Merry Christmas, Halloween, Happy Anniversary, World's Best Cat, Man's Best Friend, It's a Girl, It's a Boy. They have the military, first responders, Christmas wishes. They have the Polar Express Bluetooth set, and the Conductor Gateman, Hero Boy's House, which is something that I already have, and the Polar Express flagpole, which is another accessory that I have. They have the personalized hot chocolate boxcar, the line scale 3-bay hopper, the story boxcar, and the story boxcar, and the silver load hopper. There's also the combination car with the snow, and all of these passenger car, add-on car for the Polar Express, all of these have snow on them. They have the combination car, Lotus to Santa Mail car, the Super Hobo car, hot chocolate car, diner, and baggage car. There's also a covered bridge, station platform, the Polar Express operating billboard, and the Polar Express original figures, add-on figures, elf figures, caribou, and wolves and rabbits. Here's the Mickey's Holiday Remember set, the Santa Freight Line set, the Christmas Express set, and the Toy Maker Limited Trolley, along with the Deluxe Christmas House. Here's the Angela Trotta Thomas Line Chief Plus Hudson, and the Angela Trotta Thomas Christmas Passenger 3-pack. And the Aquarium car. They have some assorted rolling stock. And some of these are new. They have the 2018 Christmas boxcar, Music, Naughty or Nice or boxcar, New Christmas Essential Burial car, Merry Christmas Line Scale 3-bay hopper, and an eggnog reefer. Here's some more Christmas accessories like the floodlight, figures, girder bridge, and the tower. Now this is the one that I really want. The Lionel Hobby Shop. Yeah, that's the one that I'm trying to get. They also have the floodlight towers, the wind turbine, oil pump, and pylon with World War II planes, and the yard tower. They have a billboard, gateman, storage tank, flagpole, a suburban house, workhouses with sounds. They have command control accessories, plug and play track, some bridges, assorted accessories, some more assorted accessories. Now, some of these accessories are some of the ones that we've seen in the catalog. Now we move on to the fast track section. For curves, they have 031, 036, 048, 060, 072, and 084, and 096. And he also has some switches right here. Some white and orange fast track. And some trestle sets. The universal remote. Power control. Here's the legacy expansion pack. The CW80 transformers. The layout control systems. Extras. And here's the American Flyer. Here are the Berkshires. There's Nickel Plate Road, Burr Marquette, Chesapeake and Ohio, Richmond, Fredericksburg, Erie, and American Railroads. Nickel Plate Road, Burr Marquette, Nickel Plate Southern, in Chesapeake and Ohio, and Erie. The B&L Switchers, and the GP7s, the Santa Fe Dockside Switcher, and wood-sided reefers, and waffle-sided boxcars, and rail-sound boxcars, some 2-bay hoppers and 3-bay hoppers, some cabooses, some accessories, and S-Reach Fast Track. Now I'm still wondering, what will they do? Are they going to do a fast track section with the crossing gates? Yeah, I think they probably will. Now moving on, they have the Polar Express, which is the set that I now have. They have the add-on coach, baggage car, and the hot chocolate car. Those are some of the things that I already have. They have the Ready to Play. They have the Thomas set, the Polar Express, and Mickey Mouse Express. The Home for the Holidays, Northwell Central, HO Scale, the Polar Express, the Christmas Express, New York Central, Santa Fe Cajon Flyer, and the Lionel Collectors Club, and that's it. Moving on to part 2. Alright, so here's the Lionel Volume 2 catalog. There's table of contents, Challenger. Starting out, they have the Challengers. They have Clinchfield, Rio Grande, another Rio Grande, and Union Pacific. Union Pacific, and some more Union Pacific. All of these are in different color schemes. They have a luxury water tenders. They have Clinchfield and Union Pacific, Rio Grande. They have some Vision Line Challenger Express cabooses and coaches. Now they have O scale. They have the brass hybrid Norfolk and Western K2. They have 118, 123, 116, and 125. And there is one lone steam locomotive that I'm pretty sure most of y'all know, and that's 611. They have the USRA Mountain Mikados. They have Frisco, Southern, Sioux Line, Southern, Norfolk Central, Louisville and Nashville, New Haven, Nashville and Chattanooga and St. Louis, Missouri Pacific, Southern Pacific A6. They have Southern Pacific Daylight, Southern Pacific, Illinois Central, Indian Pacific, and Chicago Northwestern. They have the Warren G. Harding Funeral Train, which has the locomotive and the coaches, and the Pennsylvania K4 with long haul tender. Here's the diesels. Here's the Denver, Rio Grande, New York Central, Pennsylvania, Union Pacific, and Santa Fe and Southern Pacific. And these are the Alco PA-A sets. They have the Alco Super Bass FBs. They have Santa Fe, Denver, Rio Grande, New York Central, Pennsylvania, Southern Pacific, and Union Pacific. They have the RS-11s. They have the Burlington and Northern, Central Vermont, Conrail, Seaboard, Louisville, Nashville, DePura, Lancaster, and Western Conrail. They have the S40-2s, Burlington and Northern, Florida East Coast, Milwaukee Road, Bicentennial, Wheeling and Lake Erie, Milwaukee Road, Union Pacific, FURX, and Wisconsin and Southern. They have the C44 9W diesels. They have BNSF, Pilbara Rail, BNSF, Norfolk and the Southern, Quebec, North Shore, and Labrador, Union Pacific in the regular scheme. They have the bunk cars. They have Santa Fe, New York Central, Rio Grande, Union Pacific, and Mo, Pennsylvania. And they also have some tool cars, which are the Pennsylvania, Santa Fe, New York Central, Rio Grande, Union Pacific, and Mo. They also have some kitchen cars with sounds. They have the Santa Fe, New York Central, Rio Grande, Union Pacific, MOW, in Pennsylvania. Here's some freight sounds reefers. They have the American Refrigerator Transit, Freight Growers Express, Great Northern, New York Central, Pacific Food Express in Santa Fe. They have some 86-inch box cars. They have the Norfolk and Western Super Caution Service, door high cube box car, the DT and I, in the purple and pink. And they also have blue with the graffiti. There's CXS with dark blue, and the CXS with blood through. And in the Pacific door high caboose box car. Did I say caboose? Yeah, I said caboose. Anyway, just ignore that anyway. They have the Union Pacific high cube box car 4-pack with graffiti, and the Wabash door high caboose car. I said it again. My God. They have the 52-inch coil gondolas. They have the cheesy system, Chicago, South Shore, Detroit, Toledo, and Irontown, Elgin, Juliet, Eastern, Elgin, and Eastern, Pittsburgh and Lake Erie. And there's also the Polar Express 52-inch gondola. There's also some 50-inch double door box cars and CA4 cabooses. There's the Southern 2-packs and the Southern passenger cars as well. Here's the Sunshine Special passenger cars and the Southern Pacific coaches. And the end of the line Midnight Special with the diesel and the locomotive passenger cars. The Halloween house, trick or treat figures, Halloween lawn figures. There's some layout control systems and traditional O-gauge. They have the Thomas and Friends set, Percy, James, and Diesel. There's also the locomotives with the controls, the Scruffy car, James Trucks 2-pack, and branch line coaches, and the covered bridge sets. And they also have the Mickey True Original set, which includes locomotive, boxcar, gondola, caboose, and the aquarium car, billboard. And they have the New York Central Flyer, Thomas Kincaid Christmas set. And there's also the Autorack and Maxi Stats, the well-stocked Slaves Angela Trotter boxcar, a CXX Maxi Stack, and a Hot Wheels Crash City Cafe. Some personalizer layout and accessories, some American Flyer diesels, U33Cs. They have Santa Fe, Burlington Northern, Conrail, Illinois Central, Guilford, and Delaware and Hudson. Bunk cars, kitchen cars, single dome tank cars, and auto racks. Some gondolas with coil covers. Linus Collector Club, and that is it. Hope you all enjoyed this 2-pack car special, or 2-part catalog special. Be sure to like, comment, and turn notifications on for new videos every day, and subscribe. Thank you all again for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow.